I think the main way people need to approach this program is to not just think of it as a matchmaking like landowner to farmer program. It's not just the website. It's a program full of people that can help you along every step of the way, from finding farmland all the way to writing your lease, finding financing and navigating government programs. And most successful cases of matchmaking are utilizing all of those resources, not just finding each other on a map.
Getting into farming is extremely challenging, and getting out of farming is extremely challenging. This program provides services to farmers who are seeking land, to farmers who are looking to transition their farms, whether that's to somebody in their family or outside of the family. Ensuring that land stays in agricultural production by keeping farmers on it, we also work to protect that land so it's conserved and will always remain open and available for farming.
I didn't really have any access to capital or intergenerational wealth to help me out with the land project, and I had no way to buy any land. I really lucked out in meeting Walter because he'd lived in this valley since he was 25 and had a relationship with his neighbor. We were able to lease this land.
Iridescent Earth Collective is being hosted by Star Route Farm. And what that looks like is, in collaboration with Star Route, we're developing an incubation program for other small groups that might come on and support. As a component of that programmatic development, we are working as farm hands at Star Route, which has been really great for us because they've given a lot of room to grow the things that we want for the communities that we serve.
I am a beginning farmer. I've been here for about 1.5 years on the properties, but I've done a couple apprenticeships and worked on other people's livestock farms. I've been farming on and off for about the last 9 years. There is certainly a few different challenges, especially if you're moving to a rural place for the first time or trying to find a rural place to move to find other farmers or retiring farmers that could have an opportunity for you is its own challenge. And then there's a big financial challenge too. Getting financing for land, either to purchase it or even to lease it, could be daunting.
We all eat food, right? So if there's no farmers, there's no food. The farmers who don't have access to land through their family, the older farmer who might be looking to create a succession plan or get out of farming, and trying to get those two aligned, just kind of capture that critical moment in time when a farm is really at risk of being lost for another use.
We have a very unique relationship with our land mates. We found them through Farmland for a New Generation. We met them, we all really liked each other right away. They wanted to live on a farm, didn't have the skill set to farm, wanted to offer young or beginning farmers the opportunity to access land.
The challenge with leasing land is obviously long-term investments. You want to be responsible, you want to increment the soil value, the infrastructure. It'll help you have a more profitable, viable business. But at the same time, if you don't have security that you're going to be on that land long term, it's difficult to justify. That's something that owners should take into account. If they have a certain vision for their land, if they want it to be tended responsibly, if they want to be good stewards, hopefully they understand that that's a burden on the farmer. To do things right generally takes more time, more effort, more money.
It's a challenge to access land, it's expensive, and there are equity issues as well, especially for farmers of color, immigrant farmers, farmers who are trying to break into farming for the first time. Farmers are facing some tough stuff. Being empathetic and patient is just key.
I want to make sure that the farmers who have been caring for that land their whole lives still get out of it what they need to survive in retirement and beyond.
So I think taking the time to know your property, taking the time to really understand your own personal goals with that property and how it becomes available to a farmer, and then anything they can do, I think, to support farming. So that might be creative lease arrangements that have staggered payments that don't start until that farmer reaches a certain income threshold, or that could be a really secure arrangement.
We were really hoping to plant perennials, but it's really hard to do that in a place where there's no future. Our neighbors were selling their place in 2019, which was just too good to pass up. We got tipped off by some other neighbors that never made it on the market. We were able to work with local farm funds, so we were able to buy the farm in our name using their financing, and we're paying them back. But that kind of put wind in our sails again. Now we have a permanent home.
We know that we're here next year, that we're here in 5 years. We have sugar maples that we plan to get the syrup from when we're 70. We have that kind of secure relationship, and we would love other people to have that as well. And part of that as the vehicle of the land matching program.